In the 2024 NFL Draft, the Commanders had the second overall pick, and they selected Jayden Daniels out of LSU. Kind of personally think they should have went with Drake May. I'm not sure how Jayden Daniels is going to do for the Commanders. The Commanders do have a pretty bad history with their rookie quarterbacks, but I do think the Commanders had a pretty successful draft. They got Jerzon Newton, they got Mike Saintstroll, they even added depth to the O-line with Coleman. I think they kind of addressed some needs throughout the offseason as well. They definitely had some interesting moves this offseason. Oh, I almost forgot to mention they drafted Luke McCaffrey as well. But Austin Eckler was an interesting player to add. Maybe you're trying to get a veteran running back to help out Brian Robinson. I'm not 100% sure. They also got Senat in the draft. I forgot to mention that as well. But Zach Ertz, another interesting offseason move. I don't really understand it. Bobby Wagner, same thing. These are three aging veteran players that are kind of out of their prime. And these are players that I would see a Super Bowl contending team sign. Maybe they're just trying to make everything as easy as they can on Jayden Daniels. I like the Jeremy Chin signing. Other than that, I don't know what else. I think St. Just was originally on the Titans or something like that. So I believe they acquired him in free agency as well. Their corners were pretty dog shit. I'm pretty sure Emmanuel Forbes got benched multiple times, but they got Saintstroll in the draft this year. So I think we can make this team work. I like the Frankie Louvu addition a little bit. He can play some pass coverage and he can play as a pass rusher. And after losing Chase Young and Montez Sweat, I think this pass rush could use some work. But go ahead and let me know in the comments if you think Jayden Daniels is going to pan out and who you think the best quarterback from this draft class is going to be, if not Caleb Williams. Now, hopefully by the time this video is out, we're at 500 subscribers, but if that's not the case, press subscribe, please, because if we're not, we got to be within 5, and if we are, thank you so much. I have a big video coming soon, 500 sub special, and there's also going to be a pretty big announcement in that video, so make sure you stay tuned for that and make sure you're subscribed. And let's go ahead and hop into this video. Before we hop into the season, we have a couple scenarios to look through. We have the opening day keys scenario, and we're trying to build around Jayden Daniels, so we're actually going to go for a dominating offense here, and we're going to have a dominant passing game, hopefully. We're going to have to find out. And then we, of course, have a rookie QB1 scenario. We only have a 72 overall offense, by the way, so that's a little bit scary. We're going to go with show flashes. We're not going to expect a great performance out of him just yet. Beat the Cardinals, get 2+ passing touchdowns. I'd say that's very doable. We are using the Commanders' offensive playbook, at least for this first season or two. I've seen their playbook be very successful in, previous videos, so there's always a chance we'll probably end up changing it, most likely. It's fun to keep it. It's just fun to keep the original playbook at the beginning. Also, I'm so happy we brought back the face cam. I'm so excited to show off all these jerseys. This one's pretty sexy. Terry McLaurin has kind of been falling off, but he also had Sam Howell throwing to him, and Sam Howell also got sacked 50 times last season. So let's stop yapping. Let's get the video started. I'll see you guys at the midseason of year 1. It ain't working 'cause you're perfect, and I know that you're worth it. I can't walk away. Believe it or not, we are 5-2 at the midseason with a rookie quarterback and a 73 overall offense. That 73 overall offense is actually 9th in the league in points per game. We have the 8th passing offense and the 7th rushing offense. Defense is doing okay. I definitely expected worse, but I expected a lot worse out of the offense. Jayden Daniels off to a pretty good start, 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns, 4 picks with a 71 completion percentage. Actually a really good rookie year out of him. Austin Eckler is actually doing very well, 590 yards, 4.2 per carry, 3 touchdowns. Brian Robinson also has 5 touchdowns as the backup. Terry McLaurin leading the team in receiving yards, 524 out of him, 5 touchdowns. Luke McCaffrey doing good as a rookie, 340 yards and a touchdown. Zach Ertz already has 5 touchdowns on the year. Hey, and this O-line isn't playing perfect, but definitely an upgrade from last season. I'm sorry, Sam Howell, you did not get the treatment you deserved. Bobby Wagner's leading the team in tackles defensively, and we have 5.5 sacks out of Frankie Louvu and 5.5 out of Jonathan Allen. So I would say all of the people we need to be playing great are playing great. We also have 4 interceptions out of Bobby Wagner, which kind of pisses me off how unrealistic that is. We have a next man up scenario. I will not be clicking on that because I'm pretty sure it stops it from, having Jayden Daniels not playing, even though injuries turned off. This game is really stupid. We only have 2 players ready to negotiate their contracts, and it's 2 bums. We'll have Jamin Davis 5th-year option at the end of the year. Sometimes when you use these custom rosters, the contracts get messed up a little bit, so I'm not sure how they'll look throughout the rest of the video. But hopefully we don't sell the second half of the year. I think we could have a really good year here, potentially be in the playoffs. We're 2nd in the division right now, so let's get to the end of the year. Let's see if we finish strong to make the playoffs. And I kind of spoke that into existence as we finished the year 8-9 and missed the playoffs. We started off 5-2, so what did we go, 3-7 on the back half of the year? That is very bad. Although, when it comes to rankings, we had the 8th offensive points per game and the 4th defense. I really don't know what the problem was. Maybe turnovers. I don't know. Let's take a look. And no, Jayden Daniels actually played really good football. 3,700 yards, 31 touchdowns, only 9 interceptions, 70% completion percentage. Austin Eckler played some pretty good football, even though he's 90,000 years old. Okay, he's only been in the league for, 7 years? Let me chill out. 1,300 yards out of him, 4 per carry, 6 touchdowns. Brian Robinson with 12 touchdowns as the backup. Terry McLaurin went crazy this year, 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns. Luke McCaffrey went crazy, 940 yards, 8 touchdowns as a rookie, 680 out of Jahan Dotson, 540 out of Zach Ertz. O-line was actually pretty decent. I mean, Cornelius Lucas could have played better, but everybody else was pretty damn good. I mean, Andrew Wiley only allowing 3 sacks from tackle on the year. Bobby Wagner ended up leading the team in tackles with 117. 15 TFLs out of Daron Payne, 14 out of Armstrong, 12 out of Jonathan Allen, 7 out of Bobby Wagner. We got 12.5 sacks out of Jonathan Allen, 11.5 out of Frankie Louvu, who had a pretty good year. 7.5 out of Dorrance Armstrong, 5.5 out of Daron Payne. 5 picks out of Bobby Wagner. He actually had a really good year for us. 4 out of Emmanuel Forbes, 4 out of Benjamin St. Just, 1 out of Frankie Louvu, and 1 out of Derek Forrest. So I really don't know what the problem was. It looks like everybody played great. I guess I really don't know. MVP goes to Patrick Mahomes. But look at that. We were 7th for MVP as a rookie, so I think that's a pretty good sign. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Christian McCaffrey in the NFC. We came in 7th with Terry McLaurin. Defensive Player of the Year goes to TJ Edwards. That's actually really interesting. I don't know if I've seen that before. We came in 3rd with Bobby Wagner. Holy shit. He might get a dev up for that, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Caleb Williams. Hang on. So how are we above Caleb Williams in the MVP race, but Caleb Williams wins Offensive Rookie of the Year? I don't know. But we did come in 2nd. All these rookies are going to be here because there's no way to make them not rookies. And, you know, whatever. You get the point. But we came in 2nd. Looks like Luke McCaffrey came in 4th. Jonathan Brooks was up here. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jared Verse. Pretty interesting. Dallas Turner at number 2 for the Vikings. Tevin Wallace is up here. Edgerrin Cooper's up here. And Kool-Aid McKinstry is up here as well. Sucks we can't have the rookies and the runnings by themselves, but that's just how it goes. But Jayden Daniels just got scammed, like genuinely. Hopefully he still goes up to X Factor, you know, for the year he had. If not, I was going to say I'm going to give it to him, but I don't want to cheat in the video. But let's get ready for year 2. Looks like the Ravens win the Super Bowl this year, 21-18 over the Eagles. Nobody retires for us. Brandon Grahams and Justin Pugh both retire in the division, though. And here's the most important part. Did we get any dev-ups throughout the team? And it's actually not looking like it, at least on offense. Maybe Bobby Wagner. Yeah, Bobby Wagner is, or actually he may have had, no, I think he did have normal. So Frankie Louvu also up to star. Looks like Martin actually a superstar. I didn't know that. We'll probably start him at safety here pretty soon. I think he's playing nickel corner though, which we definitely could use some help down there. So I'm glad he is. So maybe we just keep him where he is, but I'll actually take that. Definitely a little disappointed that we choked on the year, but it's still pretty successful nonetheless. I think Jayden Daniels got scammed out of Rookie of the Year, and I just can't believe. We had really good numbers. I really wonder what the problem was, like why we were losing games. But we have the 5th year for Jamin Davis. We'll go in and pick that up, and then the rest of these, you know, nothing important. So we have a lot of money to work with in free agency. We have 91 million. Maybe we can even just add to this O-line here in free agency. That would still be huge. But hopefully there's some big names that we can add to this team. Bakhtiari, I mean, nah. Like, it'd be nice if there was one O-lineman that wasn't 10 million years old. You know what I mean? I wouldn't hate getting somebody like Isaiah Wynn, but I mean, I don't think it's going to matter too much. Our interior played good. Taylor Lewan's just older and already a low overall. It really sucks that these freaking rookies are all free agents. Like, this doesn't even make sense. Quinyon Mitchell and Javon Bullard are both in free agency. That sucks. You know, if we can go for somebody like David Bakhtiari, why not? It's not like injury exists in this world anyway, so let's go ahead and send this offer through to Bakhtiari. He realistically should sign. We are the top offer. Whatever, I don't have anything to say.
Why give me a full green offer with full green interest? And we're the only team with a full green offer if you're not going to sign with us. I don't know how many it is, but it was like 5 little green things, and the other team had 4. Why make it a thing? It factors in interest. Oh, wait, he's already interested in the team. What is wrong with this game?
So in the draft this year, we pick at number 15. Looks like the Broncos end up with the number 1 overall pick. Let's get to pick 15. Maybe take some help for the O-line. I'm thinking that's our best bet. We did good in the pass rush game. Frankie Louvu was great as a pass rusher. Receivers were good. Running game was good. And even whenever Austin Eckler starts losing his touch, we'll have Brian Robinson to step in for him. So I'm thinking O-line's probably going to be the best play here. There's some pretty good tackles left on the board. Except I wouldn't hate waiting around and going for somebody like Jordan Reyes. B run block power, B run block, B pass block power, A lead block, A awareness, and he also has elite strength, and he's only 21. Maybe even trade back into the late first round and take him. But I also think there's a chance we could get him in the second round. So maybe we take another pass rusher here. Maybe we take another corner, something like that. Ooh, and Alex Lewis has elite speed, only 22 years old. A to C man coverage, B press, and B zone. Elite speed is selling me. I think this is going to be the right pick. Hopefully the tackle's still available in the second round. We're just going to have to hope so. Alex Lewis, welcome to the Commanders. Hidden Dev at 95 speed. I feel like Elite should be higher than 95, but that's beside the point. 90 Excel, 91 change of direction. I think that's a good pick nonetheless. Now we just got to hope the tackle's available here in round 2. There's a lot of tackles available. Hopefully some other teams are interested in some different ones. We're just going to have to find out. And Jordan Ray's is still available. 21 out of Stanford. Elite strength, elite change of direction. Looks pretty good other than run and pass block finesse, but it's all right with me. Let's go ahead and take Jordan Ray's here out of Stanford. Welcome to the Commanders. Another hidden dev, 92 strength, 6'7", 322 pounds. That's a stud. And there's another good tackle here available. Jonathan Cody is 22 out of A&M. Only good strength, but he is a power tackle, so he could be played at guard a little bit. He's also only 6'4". A, awareness, B, lead block, B, pass block, A, run block power. This guy really could play anywhere. I think this is going to help out our O-line a lot, so let's go ahead and take Jonathan Cody here in the 3rd round. I think this is actually going to be good value. All right, and I spoke too soon. He has normal dev, but 87 strength isn't bad. I think he's going to be a good overall nonetheless, so not a terrible pick. I think we may go with Gavin Brackey here in the 4th round. He's only 22 out of Louisville. If we play this guy as a pass coverage linebacker, we can move Louvu down to the D-line and have him strictly playing as a pass rusher, which he did good as last year. Good speed, good excel, B, play rec, B, pursue, A, hit power, A, zone coverage. There's another running back, or there's a running back on the board that I like, but I think this guy could help us out more now, and I'm mainly banking for dev trade, so let's hope Gavin Brackett has hidden. And he has hidden dev. I actually think that's a really good pick, and we're going to be able to play Frankie Louvu down on the D-line from now on. I'm going to check the 5th round to see maybe if that running back's still available. He's probably not going to be, but I think we could use some depth at running back with, and he got taken a pick before us. Isn't that great? But I think we could use some depth at running back with Austin Eckler aging as much as he is. I mean, this UDFA actually looks pretty interesting. 21 years old, great speed, good strength. B, ball carrier vision, break tackle, and carrying. Looks good to me. He's a UDFA. May as well take a chance on him. Fuck it. Only normal dev, but I mean, what can you expect? Normally don't even show that many picks, so let's go ahead and send him to the draft recap. We'll let the CPU take over, and we'll see how we did. I actually have a good feeling about this draft. Alex Lewis ended up being a 76 overall. I like our 1st round pick a lot. Jordan Ray's was actually only a 72, but I still think he's going to be a good starter on the O-line. Cody is also a 72 overall. We'll probably play him at guard. I think he could even go up in overall at guard. And Brackett is a 73 overall. I think that's very good value for the 4th round. The UDFA running back we took is not very good. I mean, what can you expect? This actually wasn't the craziest draft class. The best player was an 80 overall safety who went to the Colts, 79 overall corner, 79 overall safety. Honestly, the 4 best players were all in the secondary. It's pretty interesting. There was a 78 overall pass rusher, 78 overall another pass rusher, and there's a pretty good running back. So I think we did pretty good this draft. So here's a look at the offense after the draft. We're going to be starting Ray's at left tackle. I'm actually considering switching him and Wiley because I think Ray's would be better on the right side for right now. But Cody did go up to a 73 overall at guard. We're going to start him there. Everything else was pretty much the same receiving core, same running backs. But then on defense, we added Lewis to the secondary. We added Brackett to our linebacker group. I need to make sure I move Frankie Louvu down to the D-line. I don't know, maybe we even keep him up here. We'll just have to see what we want to do. Oh, it's actually interesting. I don't know what to do. Maybe we just trade Bobby Wagner. I don't think we have much use for him anymore. We just turned Derek Forrest and Bobby Wagner into the Bills' 2nd and 3rd round pick. Derek Forrest is young, and I think we could use him. However, we do still have Martin, who could play over at free safety for us. He's already superstar. He's only 24 years old. I think he's going to progress a lot faster, so I think that was a good move. And we just drafted a new replacement for Bobby Wagner. The original play was going to be to move Frankie Louvu down to the D-line, but I don't see much of a point doing that. We already have Dorrance Armstrong down here, and I think Frankie Louvu is good as an off-ball linebacker and a pass rusher, so I think this is how we're going to do it. We can also have Jeremy Chin playing a little bit of sub-linebacker for when Frankie Louvu isn't up here. I think this is actually going to work out pretty well. Got to make sure I switch Ray's and Wiley on the O-line just because I do not want a rookie being my starting left tackle. We're going to start Andrew Wiley up there. But we are officially ready for year 2. Hopefully we can start off as good as last time and then, actually finish out the season pretty good. We were 5-2 last midseason. We just made this team even better. We're only an 83 overall. It's really just up to Madden what they want to give you as your record. It really doesn't even have much to do with the team you built. But let's just get to the midseason and let's find out. All right, and we are only 3-3 at the midseason with the same playbook and a better offense. Our offense has gone from one of the best in the league to one of the worst in the league. Defense is also not doing too good. Let's take a look at the stats and see what the problem is. Jayden Daniels isn't playing great. 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Ooh, Austin Eckler's doing pretty bad. I think it's time to move on to Brian Robinson. Luke McCaffrey is the leading receiver. He also had 3 touchdowns. How's the O-line holding up? Andrew Wiley's not doing good. Ray's is doing okay. I mean, honestly, this could be a lot worse. And then are we getting to the quarterback? Yeah, we are. Jonathan Allen, Dorrance Armstrong. I wish Frankie Louvu was doing better. It looks like he's not getting to the quarterback very much. And I know he's starting as a pass rusher. I don't know. I'm going to trust him to figure that out. But honestly, I'm happy with how the defense is playing. But yeah, it is definitely time to make Brian Robinson the starting running back. Austin Eckler, you're washed. But we have 17 players ready to negotiate here at the midseason. We have $96 million. We should not have to re-sign Jayden Daniels. This is so dumb. I think I'm just going to give him his contract, like with the 5th-year option included. How much is a rookie deal worth? All right, so I'm pretty sure I gave Jayden Daniels pretty much his exact rookie deal. The number 2 pick in the draft is projected to receive a 4-year contract worth $36.8 million with a signing bonus of $23.6 million. The average annual value of that deal is $9.2 million. I'm pretty sure I gave him 5 years, which would include the 5th-year option, which would be more expensive than this. So I definitely messed up there, but who cares? We have to re-sign Jayden Newton as well, which we shouldn't have to, but I'm just going to do it because I don't feel like giving another deal. We're just going to give Jayden Newton 4 years, $30 million, and he's happy to re-sign. Benjamin St. Just is only 26 years old. We may as well give him this 2-year deal worth $10.8 million. He likes everything, but he has to think it over. How does that make sense, like genuinely? Bentonot, another player we shouldn't have to re-sign, but we're going to do it anyways because this game, there's no way to adjust the rookies' contracts when you're not in franchise. Like in a custom roster, you can't adjust their contracts because this game, I don't know. Let's just give him 3 years, $21 million. He's happy to re-sign. Great. Let me not complain too much. Sam Cosme is one of our highest overall linemen. We may as well pay him. We're going to give him a juicy little 5-year, $90 million deal, and he's excited to stay with the team. Perfect. Mike Sainstrel, another player we shouldn't have to re-sign, but we're going to go ahead and do it for 5 years, $21 million. He doesn't take it. That's great. And Diami Brown, Zacchaeus. We can hold off on the rest of these players till the end of the year for sure. Yeah, honestly, I expected us to do better this year. I'm hoping the offense can figure their stuff out. Let me make sure that Frankie Louvu's playing as a pass rusher, because I know he's listed as a linebacker as of right now, but as you can see right here, he's listed as the rushing left end, so I don't know why he's not getting to the quarterback. I guess he's just washed. I don't know. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get to the end of the year. Let's see how the team finishes out. Who knows? Maybe, hey, last year we had a great start. We finished dog shit. Maybe this year we have a dog shit start. We finish good, and we get to start off against the 1-5 Steelers to start that second half of the year. So let's get to the end of the year, and let's see how we finish out. All right, and in year 2, we finished 9-8, and we do make the playoffs. We just had to be hopeful. We finished with the 12th offensive points per game, definitely better than how it started. 17th defense, I think that's about the same as where it started, but I will take playoffs nonetheless. How did Jayden Daniels finish out the year? Actually pretty damn good. 3,700 yards, 32 touchdowns, 11 picks. Really nice completion percentage. Brian Robinson was slightly better than Eckler as the starter. He averaged 3.7 per carry, got 700 yards and 5 touchdowns. Luke McCaffrey was the leading receiver this year, 900 yards and 10 touchdowns. 800 yards out of Terry McLaurin, 7 touchdowns. 800 out of Jahan Dotson, 7 touchdowns. 600 yards out of Zach Ertz with 4 touchdowns. How was the O-line this year? Andrew Wiley kind of picked it up in the second half of the year. Jordan Reyes wasn't great. I'm glad we didn't start him at left tackle, and the interior was actually very good. Jamin Davis led the team in tackles this year with 123, 17 TFLs out of Dorrance Armstrong, 12 out of Jonathan Allen, 11 out of Frankie Louvu, 12 sacks out of Jonathan Allen, 11.5 out of Dorrance Armstrong, 4.5 out of Frankie Louvu, and 4.5 out of Daron Payne. Frankie Louvu actually did pretty good the second half of the year. Looks like he had a decent amount of tackles as well. He's just playing all around. 3 picks out of Alex Lewis. Actually, really good rookie year out of him. He had 5 pass deflections, 5 tackles. I'm sorry, 5 tackles for loss, 73 tackles. 2 picks out of Jamin Davis, 2 out of Jeremy Chin, 1 out of Emmanuel Forbes. But MVP goes to Patrick Mahomes. Yay. NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Josh Jacobs. No Commanders. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Chase Young. It looks like Jonathan Allen came in 6th place. We also came in 8th with Dorrance Armstrong. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Braden Stringer for the Giants. No Commanders. Most of our offensive rookies were on the O-line. Defensive Rookie of the Year actually goes to Alex Lewis. Holy shit, that is huge. We're going to get a dev up for that, and that's going to be great. Looks like Gavin Brackett in 8th place for Defensive Rookie of the Year as well. We have a playoff game here against the Packers, I believe. Yes, we do. The 4th offensive points per game, the number 3 rushing offense. And our rushing defense was pretty bad. So realistically, there's no reason we should win this game. We got a few scenarios here. We'll start off with first of many, the first playoff game of the video, of course. And we're going to go with play it cool because I don't think we have a guaranteed win here against the Packers. Looks like it's going to be a playoff blizzard. Players from both teams have trouble accelerating, changing direction, and reaching their normal top speed. All right, what was even the point of making me click on that? And then, of course, we have a hot opponent because the Packers were so good this year. It sucks that we're going to lose our first playoff game. We're just going to go with be confident. We're not going to insult our opponent because I'm sure they'll take it serious and we'll get strapped up. Pack is back. Huh. All right, but that's enough yapping before the playoff game. Let's just sim to the divisional, and let's see if we have a chance here against the Packers. This would be a pretty big upset if we won. This game's so fucking stupid. And we win at 21-16 over the Packers with no home field advantage with a worse team and a worse... How am I not noticing that originally? That says 17-0. The Niners just went 17-0. I don't know how many times I've seen that before in franchise. That is insane. All right, I was complaining how bad this game was. I got a little distracted. The Niners had the 5th offense and points per game, the number 1 defense. I mean, there's literally no way we win this game. Let's just send to the NFC Championship. Let's get this out of the way. We just beat the undefeated 49ers in the playoffs. We're in the NFC Championship against the Panthers. 2 teams not higher than 85 overall. This game is awesome. They have the 6th offensive points per game, the 18th defense. I'm sure the first playoff game we lose will be against the first one that we're a higher overall than. Let's just send to the Super Bowl, dude. Who knows what's going to happen? There's no telling. And I called it. The first playoff game we lose is against the one team we're better than. I cannot wait till Madden 25. Please, Madden, please fix franchise in Madden 25. This game is so bad. Let me know if you guys want to see a Madden 25 franchise wish list. I think that could be an interesting video. But let's hop into year 3. The Ravens win another Super Bowl here, 35-21 over the Panthers. And fuck, Jeff Driscoll retired. No! Doesn't look like we got any dev ups on offense. I think if Luke McCaffrey can keep having the years he has, we'll probably get one out of him soon. Lewis went up to superstar for, winning defensive rookie of the year. That's huge. He's going to be one of our, first corners on the depth chart now after that. Only one dev up throughout the year, but hey, I will definitely take it. We did miss out on a couple re-signings at the midseason, so we'll make sure we get those out of the way. We have the 5th year for Jahan Dotson. I definitely don't think he's worth $23 million, so we're not going to pick that up. We'll bring back St. Just. He said he liked everything about the last offer. I'm literally just going to give him $100,000 more a year in bonus. Whatever. Oh shit, he actually didn't take it. I was not expecting that. We'll try to bring him back in free agency. It's not the end of the world. Mike Saintstroll, I want to bring him back as well. He didn't accept our last offer, so let's give him 5 years, $27.5 million. And he's excited to stay with the team. That's perfect. And then I believe that's everybody important we need to bring back. We'll bring back Tress Way while we're here. We'll give him a year, $2.1 million. And then we'll try to bring back St. Justin for agency. We'll also have $80 million to sign any other players we're interested in. So let's hope there's a big free agency class here. Because we just made an NFC Championship. I mean, if we can add more to this team realistically, Super Bowls in the future. I mean, maybe we just don't sign St. Just and get Charvarius Ward. Except he's not interested in the team. Neither is Teron Johnson. You know what? We're going to go for Diamador Lenore. I'm pretty sure I say that name wrong every time I say it. But we can afford him. He's only 25 years old. I think this would actually be an upgrade from St. Just. He's really the only player I'm interested here in free agency. So if we can get him, I think that'd be pretty big for the team. Let's send our offer through to him. And he does sign with us. That is perfect. Now, the thing is, going into the draft, I really don't even know what to do. I kind of would be interested in drafting a running back just, to help out Brian Robinson now that Austin Eckler's down to a 78 overall. Maybe take a receiver because I don't know if we're going to bring back Jahan Dotson when his contract comes up. But I don't think there's much more we could add the O-line right now to make it any better, at least through the draft. And then on defense, the secondary looks great. The pass rush looks great. I mean, maybe add another linebacker. We just move Luvu down to the D-line finally. I really don't know what to do. Hey, it's always a good thing when you don't know what to do because of how good your team is. I'm almost considering trading away my first round pick. But first, let's just see who is available at 29. Then we'll decide if we want to trade away the pick. Maybe there's some generational guy that happened to slip to 29. I don't know. All right, there actually is a pretty good looking running back though. Kentrell Gramer, elite strength, elite excel, A break tackle, B carrying, A stiff arm, A trucking. This is tempting. All right, you know what? Heads, I trade the pick away. Tails, I take Kentrell Kramer. Flip a coin. Oh, shit. Alright, it went away, but it was heads, so we're taking Kentrell Kramer. Have hidden dev. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Anyways, hidden dev, 89 speed, 87 strength as a running back is insane. Oh, my God. I'm pretty sure that O-lineman we drafted last year that we moved to guard had 87 strength. That is how crazy that is. And 94 excel. Holy shit. That's insane. That's like one of the best running backs I think I've ever drafted. He's probably like a 77, 78 overall. That's insane. Don't we have 2 seconds and 2/3 this year? Oh my God. Dude, what do I do? I think we're kind of in a take the best player on the board situation here. And I mean, Deontay Brown is 21 out of Washington. He has great strength. A awareness, A impact blocking, B run block, A to C pass block power, A to C run block power. I mean, I wish he was more scouted. He doesn't look perfect, but he looks pretty damn good. So let's go ahead and take Deontay Brown here. Another hidden dev, 91 strength. I think that's a good pick. I'm considering trading some of these picks we have this year just to make sure we're set up for the future. I'm going to check if there's a good receiver first before if I decide I want to trade my pick because I really want another receiver to add to this team. If there's not a good receiver, I'll probably be trading this pick away. Looks like there's like one draftable receiver out of Keenan Northcutt, 22 years old. Good strength, good speed, B spec catch. That's about it. The Eagles are offering us a second and a third next year for this pick, so I'm just going to take that and walk away happy. And we have 2 third-rounders that I could see us trading as well, honestly. I don't know what to draft this year, and there's probably going to be years in the future where there are positions we could draft. You know what I mean? So why not give ourselves picks then instead of now whenever I don't know what to do with these picks? I do kind of want to take Zach Morris, if I'm being honest. 21 years old out of Virginia Tech, elite jumping, elite agility, A to C zone, B to C man, A awareness is kind of what's getting me. And if this guy had hit it, we could finally move Frankie Louvu down to the D-line. Plug it. Hey, let's go. And then we'll trade the other third rounder we have, and then we're perfect. Fuck it, we're just going to turn this third rounder into next year 3rd and 7th from the Titans. And then we're going to let the CPU have the rest of the draft. I don't know what I would do with the rest of the picks. We'll see how we did in the draft recap. And Kentrell Kramer is actually a 79 overall. It's going to be really hard not to start him over Brian Robinson. I actually don't know what to do. Deontay Brown's a 74 overall. That's a really good pick as well. Zach Morris is a 71. I think we may start him at linebacker and move Frankie Louvu down to the D-line finally. CPU didn't do shit from then on out. Best player in the class was an 82 overall safety. There's an 82 overall running back, an 82 overall safety, 81 overall safety. It's just all secondary every year. That is insane. I don't know. The only reason I'm considering starting the rookie is because I think he could have a dev trait. And if we get him Rookie of the Year, he'll have an even better one. Should we trade Austin Eckler? We're definitely going to trade Austin Eckler, actually. It looks like the CPU actually took as a hidden dev receiver with one of those picks. I got to figure out what I want to do with the depth chart here. We'll probably be moving Frankie Louvu down to replace Farrell. But first, let's trade Austin Eckler. We'll probably get like a 3rd round pick out of him. In real life, at this point, now that he's 30, I think it'd go for like a 5th, maybe. But we'll try to see what we can get out of him. Man, when we turn Austin Eckler into a 3rd round pick. Perfect. Now let me move around this depth chart. Let's see what we can do here. Let's cook. Here we are. We're going to be starting Sennett this year at tight end. We'll probably switch Rays and Wiley again. I'll make sure to do that outside of the depth chart. I think we're going to start Kramer at running back. I really want to do it. I think he's going to have a good depth trait. Who knows? Maybe he'll win Offensive Rookie of the Year and it'll be worth it. Maybe he'll average 2.5 yards per carry and it won't be worth it. But we also did move Frankie Louvu down to the D-line. He's finally going to be strictly a pass rusher. Jer'Zhan Newton still hasn't really gotten his chance to do much because we haven't had to re-sign Jonathan Allen or Deron Payne yet. When those years comes, we'll probably have a spot for Jer'Zhan Newton. But the defense looks really good. It's officially time for year 3. Let's get to the midseason. Let's see how the team's doing. We're going to stick it out with the Commanders' offensive playbook until I'm given a reason not to. Made the NFC Championship last year, had a really good offense the year before. So let's see how it goes this year. See you guys at the midseason. All right, and maybe I was given my reason to switch the playbook because we have the 22nd offensive points per game. Although we have a really good passing offense, it's just the running back that I decided to start. Maybe I don't know what to do. Let's check stats, see how it's looking, then we'll decide. Jayden Daniels is doing pretty good, 1,600 yards, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Kramer's just not doing great as the start. He's only averaging 3.1 per carry, but Brian Robinson's only averaging 3.7 with an even smaller sample size. So I really don't know what to do. I think we leave in Kramer just for long term because I think he could win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Maybe we just change the playbook. I don't know. Terry McLaurin's doing good. Luke McCaffrey's doing good. Sanat's doing pretty good. I don't know if it's Sennett or Sanat, so I'm going to keep saying it both ways so I can't get yelled at. O-line's doing pretty good. Are we getting to the quarterback? Jonathan Allen's doing good. Jonathan Payne's doing good. Frankie Louvu's finally a strict pass rusher, and he's not doing so good. So we have 18 players ready to re-sign. We have 150 million, so let's expect to see some big names. Terry McLaurin, Jonathan Allen, Jahan Dotson, Jamin Davis, Brian Robinson, Frankie Louvu, Jeremy Chin, Dorrance Armstrong. Holy shit. What are the Commanders going to do in real life when they get to this point if they're all supposed to be paid in the same year? See, I want Terry McLaurin, but I don't want to pay him for 5 years. We'll give him 4 years, 100 million, and he actually does take that. I was not expecting that. Getting kind of dark. I may need to let more light in. Jonathan Allen has been playing great for us. I'd even give him 2 years, 47 million. That's a good offer. He takes it. Jahan Dotson, I think we're going to wait till the end of the year, honestly. Maybe we could get a better receiver in free agency, maybe through the draft. We'll bring back Jamin Davis. He's pretty cheap, 2 years, 13 million. He likes everything, but he needs to think it over. You clearly don't like everything. Brian Robinson, we may as well bring back, because even if we keep the running back as a starter, we're going to need a backup. So we'll give him 2 years, 11 million. All right, everybody's just declining me. This is great. Frankie Louvu, honestly, we're going to see how he plays out the rest of this year. He had a pretty mid-year last year. We got to see how he finishes this year before we pay him $44 million. Jeremy Chin we'll try to bring back. He's not interested. We'll give him 4 years, $30 million. Just getting turned down by everybody. This is great. Dorrance Armstrong, we're going to have to wait till the end of the year because he's not interested. Honestly, we're just going to wait till the end of the year for the rest of these fucking contracts. I know I'm probably the first person to think of this. We're switching to the Chiefs playbook. Never been done before. I know, I'm so cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. Hopefully, we're in the playoffs. I mean, we're coming off a 35-6 win. Let's just keep that kind of streak going. So, let's see if we're in the playoffs. All right, and we have an 86 overall team, and we finished 6-11 and missed the playoffs. Playbook change didn't do shit. The rushing game was still terrible. At least the defense was okay. I did figure out our rookie running back did have X factor, so I think we made the right decision in the long run. And Jayden Daniels keeps playing great. We're just selling him. 4,100 yards, 36 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions with a 71 completion percentage. Kramer was not very good. He averaged 3.5 per carry, only 870 yards and 6 touchdowns. Robinson with 8 touchdowns as the backup, but at least Kramer does have X factor, so I guess that's a positive. Terry McLaurin, 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. Sennett with 930 yards, 9 touchdowns. Luke McCaffrey, 830 yards, 8 touchdowns. And Jahan Dotson, pretty good as well, 750 yards, 7 touchdowns. God, the O-line was not very good this year. 22 sacks allowed alone from our tackles, and like 16 allowed from the interior. Pretty bad. Jamin Davis with 128 tackles leads the team. 19 TFLs out of Jonathan Allen, 16 out of Daron Payne, 9 out of Frankie Louvu. 7.5 sacks out of Jonathan Allen, 7 out of Daron Payne, 6 out of Frankie Louvu. I think we're going to move on from Frankie Louvu. He had like one good year for us and hasn't done much since. Maybe we'll try to draft a replacement for him. 2 picks out of Jamin Davis, 2 out of Lenore, 1 out of Alex Lewis, Quan Martin, and Zach Morris. MVP goes to Patrick Mahomes. Looks like we came in 8th with Jayden Daniels. NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Josh Jacobs. No Commanders. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Mike Parsons. No Commanders. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Ryan McIntosh for the Saints. We actually came in 3rd with Kramer, so starting him didn't even do much for us. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Anthony Blackman for the Bears. No Commanders. So really disappointing year to say the least. I think I got a little ghetto setup going to fix the lighting, but yeah, that year fucking sucked. Let's get into year 4. This could be the last year. If it's really underwhelming, we'll probably do one more, but yeah, that was pretty game. Looks like the Jaguars win the Super Bowl here over the Cowboys. No retirements. That's always good to see. I mean, we don't have very many super old players on the team, so I would hope not. We have a lot of players that we missed out on re-signing at the midseason. Let's try to make that up here at the end of the year, try to get all of them back. Other than like Frankie Louvu, I don't think we'll bring back Jahan Dotson either. I think we'll try to replace him. But I do want to bring back Emmanuel Forbes, although that's a 5th-year option worth $25 million. We're not going to pick that up. Bye-bye, Jahan Dotson. We'll bring back Jamin Davis. He was very close to accepting, so we'll give him, 3 years, $21 million. There we go. He's happy to resign. Brian Robinson also is very close to accepting. We'll give him 2 years, $12 million. This offer's perfect. He cannot wait till next year. He is unfortunately going to be the backup, though. Frankie Louvu, we're going to let go. Not worth paying that much. Jerry Chin, I mean, I kind of want to let go. If he takes 4 years, 31.6, I'll give it to him. He'd like to play for a new team. We'll try to replace him as well. Honestly, only an 81 overall, 28-year-old. Not that big of a deal. Should we let go of Dorrance Armstrong? Do we really want to lose both of our pass rushers in the same year? I mean, if he takes 3 years, 37, we'll bring him back. All right, he takes it. So we're only going to lose one. Although Dorrance Armstrong wasn't great, I think it's going to be better to bring him back. Tyler Biadasz, I think we've drafted enough linemen that we can have a good replacement for him. If not, we can draft another. Percy Butler we can let go. I think we're going to be letting go of the rest of these guys. Andrew Wiley, I didn't even realize he was here. We'll probably go ahead and bring him back. Although we also kind of have his replacement. We may as well save some money. We drafted a tackle last year. We'll bring back Tress Way while we're here, and then we'll hop into free agency. So yeah, we have a few positions we need to replace in free agency. There's nobody better than the players we lost. We may just re-sign the players we lost, but hopefully there's a good receiver to replace Jahan Dotson, maybe a good pass rusher to replace Louvu. If not, we have the draft picks, to get those positions filled. Joe Tooney, I mean, we did lose our center. We could use another lineman. Travarius Ward, we don't really need Travis Kelce. So again, okay, I think we might go for Keenan Allen. And I would be interested in Jalen Phillips. He's just never good when I use him in franchise. Yeah, 5 sacks, 8 TFLs. That's not going to be worth how much money we'd have to pay him. Although, Dallas Turner is here, which is not realistic, which is kind of the reason I don't really want to go for him. You could just go for Khalil Mack. We all know how good he is in this game. Not been performing very well. Should we just go for Dallas Turner? Flug it. We have the money. Let's do it. I mean, it's not realistic. By this time in the real NFL, he's still going to be a Viking, but whatever. Fuck it. We're going all out. You know what? I wasn't lying when I said we're going all out. We're going for Joe Tooney, Travis Kelce, Keenan Allen, Dallas Turner, and Brandon Scherf, and I think we're going to get all 5. Let's send these offers through. Let's see what happens. Fuck it. Everybody signed in wave 1, and we got everybody. All right. And not only that, we have a first, 2 seconds, and 2/3 again that I have no idea what I'm going to do with. So let's just get to the draft, and let's scheme something up because we are in for a big fucking year. Dude, I had my phone flashlight set up underneath my monitor to try to fix the lighting for the camera, but I literally am getting a headache, so no more ghetto ring light. We're just gonna rock it with the natural light that's not giving me much light right now. Is there brightness on my PC I can turn on? Maybe that'll help. I actually forgot to check dev traits last year, so we missed that Jayden Daniels went up to X Factor. We missed that Sennett went up to Superstar. Forgot we got Brandon Scherf. We really didn't even need to get Brandon Scherf. Actually, no, yeah. Now we can start Sam Cosmi at center. Maybe even just start Brandon Scherf at center. We'll figure that out later. Really good receiving to core. Terry McLaurin, Keenan Allen, and Luke McCaffrey. We still got Kramer, who's up to an X Factor. He was actually already an X Factor, but Jayden Daniels is up to X Factor. Then we added Dallas Turner. We need to go ahead and move him down to the D line. That linebacker we drafted also had X Factor. The 1 year I forget to check dev traits, everything happens. We did forget to replace Jeremy Chin, so we could always draft a safety. But also, like, is it really worth taking that high of a first round pick with a safety? I don't think so. So let's just trade our first round pick and get a safety, right? Dude, you can't even see me in the face cam. Like, this is so dumb. Dude, we're going to be so broke if we don't win the Super Bowl this year. But don't worry, I have a plan. I'm about to crash out. So we're trading the 5th overall pick along with a 5th and 6th rounder for this year for Jaquan Brisker and a 2nd and a 3rd round pick in this year's draft. So I think, dude, I need to show you guys the draft picks we have because it's kind of insane. It's really pissing me off that you can't see me out of my face cam. So we have 3 2nd rounders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3rd round picks. So in the first 3 rounds, we have 8 picks. None in the first round, but I mean, hey, let's just draft the best player available at every single position. And then whenever we can't re-sign these players next year, if we get to that point, we're perfectly fine. Because look at this fucking team. Beautiful O-line once we get Sam Cosmi moved to center. Perfect quarterback, good running back group, perfect receiving core. We added the best tight end like ever to the offense. Insane linebackers, insane secondary, insane pass rush. So yeah, we're just going to take the best player available every single time. It doesn't matter what position they are. And yeah, unless, you know, we're obviously not going to like duplicate every position, but let's get into the draft here. In the 2nd round, we're probably going to go with David Valentine. He's a speed rusher out of A&M. Great strength, elite jumping, great excel, A pursuit, B to D man coverage, but he also has B to D finesse moves and power moves, A awareness. He looks pretty decent at everything. So let's take David Valentine in the 2nd round with hidden dev, 85 speed, 88 excel. With our next pick in the 2nd round, we'll go with Courtney Coleman. He's around 2 to 3 projection. A man coverage, B press. That's honestly enough for me. He also has B awareness, and he's 6'2", only 21 years old. Hidden dev, 91 speed and 91 excel. We're off to a great start this draft. You literally can't see me. We really don't need a line help, but again, we don't need help at really anything right now. We'll go with Roy Perkins with our last pick in the 2nd round. He has great strength. Looks pretty good. Let's take him. Another hidden dev, 3 for 3 so far. This receiver doesn't look crazy, but it says it's around 1 to 2 talent, so we may as well take a chance on Orlando Hoover. Fuck it. Another hidden dev, 4 for 4, baby. 4 for 4. Let's take a safety here, I guess. Isaiah Harris looks pretty good. 22 out of Iowa State. B pursuit, B hit power, B man. Fuck it, we ball. Another hidden dev. Let's go. 5 for 5, baby. I guess let's just go with a guard here. Mitch Grutchfield looks pretty good. 22 out of Oklahoma State. He has elite strength, A run block power. Fuck it. 6 for 6. Do we only have one more pick in the first 2 rounds, I believe? Yeah, last pick in the 3rd round. This is the last pick I'm going to make. Can we go 7 for 7 on hidden devs? Let's see. We're just going to take the player that I think is most likely to have a dev trade. I think it might be Rashad Strong. Oh, he's 24. Fuck no. Let's just go with Hugh Weatherspoon. Fuck it. 22 years old out of Iowa State. Only decent strength, but he looks pretty decent. If this guy's hidden dev, this is the coolest thing ever. Yes! Only 83 strength, but we just went 7 for 7 on hidden devs. Let's get to the draft recap. Let's check how we did. None of these guys are going to be starters, so it really doesn't matter too much, but that was still pretty sick. Take a look at this draft. 73 overall, 77, 72, 75, 73, 72, 73, 71. All drafted by me. And then the second the CPU took over, they took a 69 overall. So here's a look at the offense going into year 4. Literally, like, not a single hole on this team. Not only that, the O-line has insane depth, like, all around. Got 3 tight ends, all, you know, we got 1 X Factor, 1 Superstar, and 1 most likely star. 2 X Factor receivers. Luke McCaffrey's going to be the 3rd one, and of course, Jayden Daniels. And then, holy shit, this defense. Insane pass rush, insane secondary, insane linebackers. Literally, there's nothing wrong with this team. Do we have a kicker? Oh, we don't have a kicker, so we do have one problem. Jake Elliott, welcome to the Commanders. But yeah, that's all that it needs. That's all that's left. Whoa. That's all that's left to be done. Khalil Mack is a free agent. It's kind of interesting. Kind of want to sign him, but there's no point. Let's just get to the end of year 4, and let's see how we finish the year. Hopefully, we're in the playoffs. There is no fucking way. How do we not make the playoffs with the 5th offense and 5th defense in points per game? Was it the running back again? Jayden Daniels went crazy. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns, 11 picks. Kentrell wasn't even that bad. 1,000 yards, 4.1 per carry, 9 touchdowns. Brian Robinson got 11 touchdowns. 2 1,000-yard receivers between Keenan Allen and Travis Kelce. 11 touchdowns for Keenan Allen, 8 for Kelce. Almost 1,000 yards out of Luke McCaffrey, 6 touchdowns. Terry McLaurin, almost 900 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jordan Reyes was pretty bad. Deontay Brown wasn't great. I guess the O-line could have been a lot better. Jamin Davis led the team in tackles, 102. 22 TFLs out of Dallas Turner, 22 out of Jonathan Allen, 16 out of Daron Payne, and 20.5 sacks out of Dallas Turner. 8.5 out of Jonathan Allen, 8 out of Dorrance Armstrong. 2 picks out of Jamin Davis, Gavin Brackett, Jaquan Brisker, Lenore, and 1 out of Emmanuel Forbes. I don't know. This isn't my fault. This isn't my fault. MVP goes to Lamar Jackson. We came in 9th with Jayden Daniels. NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Jalen Hurts. No Commanders. That's actually really surprising. Defensive Player of the Year, of course, goes to Dallas Turner. He had an insane year. Did any of our rookies do anything? Nobody for Offensive Rookie of the Year and nobody for Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't know, dude. And the Falcons win the Super Bowl. Cool. Apparently we had Geno Smith at some point. Dude, you literally can't see me. Like, fuck it. We're not using the face cam for the rest of the video. There's no point. And Brandon Scherf also retired, so that's one person we have to replace. I don't know. We're going to have to try to re-sign all these players. We only have, or actually we have 71 million. That's a decent amount. We should be able to bring back mainly everybody. We can also restructure a bunch of deals. That'll probably make it easier. Let's see if we can afford to bring everybody back before restructures, though. We have to re-sign Alex Lewis. This is actually a 5th year. We may as well go ahead and pick it up. We're going into the last year. Quan Martin will go ahead and bring back. This is pretty cheap. We'll give him very player-friendly. 4 years, 24 million. Whatever, dude. You want to test out free agency, bro? 20 million for a tag. We'll start off with Emmanuel Forbes. 4 years, 33 million. What the fuck is going on? Deron Payne, we'll give you 2 years, 44 million. All right, somebody actually resigns. Travis Kelce, I'd love to have him back for 1 more year, 9.8 million. He takes it. Our other tight end did go up to superstar, but there's no point in not. Joe Tooney will bring back for another year, 18.9 million. He's happy to resign. And then everybody else is backups and depth. We'll go ahead and just resign Jake Elliott so I don't have to sign a kicker again. And then let's restructure as many deals as possible. Try to bring back Quan Martin and Emmanuel Forbes in free agency, or potentially even upgrade us somehow. Because, dude, how the fuck did we not make the playoffs? That doesn't even make sense. Also, how are we down to an 85 overall? I guess we did have some older players. They probably all regressed. And we lost Brandon Scherf. I forgot about that. But honestly, I think once we replace center, our overall will go up a lot. Then we need a new safety and a new corner, although we do still have a safety and a corner. Let's just look at free agency. Let's see who's available. And if there's some studs, we'll restructure some contracts. I can't believe that Dallas Turner had that good of a year. That's honestly the most shocking part. We don't even need Chris Jones. There's no point in doing that. We'll go for Frank Ragnow most likely. And then maybe we go for Travarius Ward to be our new corner replacement. I don't even know. We could go for Kevin Byard as well. He'll be pretty cheap. Let me just restructure every deal possible. We're going to go for as many free agents as possible. We're going to go out all out again. And yeah, I don't know. Hopefully don't get cucked this time. All right, I restructured pretty much every deal possible. We're left with 47 million. Actually, not as much as you would like to see. But yeah, we're going to try to go for a decent amount of players here. We're just going to go for Frank Ragnow, Travarius Ward, and Kevin Byard. All positions we could use another player in, and they're all pretty good, and we're the top offer for every single one. So let's send these offers through. We're kind of just building up a retirement home. We got Travarius Ward and Kevin Byard. Frank Ragnow's holding out for a better offer. We're still the top offer, though, and he does sign with us. So team's looking even better than before. We have a first-round draft pick that we could go ahead and trade away as well. I may as well fucking trade away all of our draft picks from this year because clearly drafting a bunch of positions isn't going to do shit. And even if I technically blow this team up, I think we left it in pretty good hands with all the draft picks we made last year. What did we draft? 7 hidden devs. The biggest question is, what do we even trade for? Maybe a second pass rusher. Armstrong wasn't crazy. Yeah, I'm thinking that's like the only thing that we could upgrade at, assuming we can even afford to do that. We're just going to trade our draft picks from this year for Tyree Wilson. Fuck it. I don't even feel like drafting, so it's going to be the last year. There's no point in drafting. We got Tyree Wilson. It's going to help out our D-line a lot. It literally, like, dude, if we don't make the playoffs again, like, I'm never making a video again. We're going to send past the draft. I'll see you guys at the end of year 5. It's going to be the final year. Hopefully we're in the playoffs. Holy shit, when I saw the screen for a second, I was a little bit concerned. I thought we didn't make the playoffs again, but we actually did. Thank God. Let's quickly check over the stats, and let's get into the playoffs. Jayden Daniels, 4,300 yards, 39 touchdowns, 7 picks. Definitely an MVP-type season. Kramer was very good, 1,200 yards, 15 touchdowns. Travis Kelce, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. Keenan Allen, 1,000 yards, 15 touchdowns. Terry McLaurin, 940 yards, 8 touchdowns. Luke McCaffrey, with his worst year so far, probably 690 yards, no touchdowns. O-line actually was not nearly as bad as last year. Our tackles could have played better, but our interior was great. Jamin Davis leads the team in tackles again with 120, 18 TFLs out of Tyree Wilson, 15 out of Dallas Turner, 13 out of Jonathan Allen, and 11 out of Deron Payne. 14 sacks out of Dallas Turner. He's been insane for us. I'm so glad we got him. 12.5 out of Deron Payne, 8 out of Jonathan Allen, and 4 out of Jamin Davis. 4 picks out of Javarius Ward, 2 out of Lenore, 1 out of Jamin Davis, Alex Lewis, and Jaquan Brisker. MVP goes to Patrick Mahomes. We came in 3rd with Jayden Daniels. Sucks we didn't get it, but I mean, Patrick Mahomes just wins it all the time. NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Puka Nacua. We came in 8th with Kentrell Kramer. We also came in, that's actually it. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Micah Parsons. We came in 2nd with Dallas Turner. We have to come 2nd to somebody in our division at least once a video, so I can't be that mad. We're not going to check the Rookies of the Year because we didn't even draft, so let's just see who we're going to be taking on in the divisional round. And we're going to be taking on the Packers, who we actually won our first playoff game against. But they were better than us when we beat them, so that's a little bit scary. We had a better offense and a better defensive points per game. We won 3 more games on the year. We have home field advantage. Sure, we're going to lose. Let's just sim to the NFC Championship. No, we actually kind of destroyed them. We beat them by 16. We're taking on the Eagles in the NFC Championship. They went 10-7. They had a pretty comparable offense to us. They had the 5th to our 3rd in points per game, but their defense was pretty terrible. With the the second to last defense and passing yards allowed against the number 7 passing yards per game offense, we should, just sling the ball all over them. So let's just get to the Super Bowl. We should beat the Eagles, but I'm sure there's a pretty good chance they beat us. And we are in a Super Bowl the final year. I'll show you guys the that we didn't force any of these wins, although with how good this team is, would there even be any point in me forcing these wins? Holy shit, can I go over the team schedule? But yeah, no force wins against the Packers or the Eagles. CPU made the Super Bowl, but we will be playing a drive in the Super Bowl. I've been playing for too long. I feel like I've earned it. Let's take a look at the lineup one more time before we hop into the Super Bowl, because this lineup is insane. Jayden Daniels up to a 97 overall X Factor. I think he's like a 90 without morale. We built him like one of the best receiving cores ever, one of the best O-lines ever. He got drafted a generational running back as well. And then we also built him one of the best defenses ever. I don't know how Dallas Turner didn't go up to X Factor, but I mean, this is kind of going to be one of those Brock Purdy-esque stories. He didn't start off with the greatest team, but the year he made the Super Bowl, he literally had a God squad. Although the Texans have a higher overall team with a 90 overall team, let's hop in, let's play this Super Bowl, and let's get a win over the Texans.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is more.
The Texans got on the board early with a field goal, and we now have the ball. What do we want to do? PA double post sounds good to me. Look at all these abilities. Holy fuck. All right, let's just see who's open and let's chuck it to him. Oh, I see you! Why is Jayden Daniels white? Like, whenever it's a white quarterback, they make him black, and whenever it's a black quarterback, they make him white. Can y'all ever just leave him like the right color? I think Keenan Allen's going to be open on this post. Watch this. Can I throw the ball? Like, can I just maybe, throw the fucking ball? Like, maybe, just one time? That'd be fucking awesome. All right, we're going to put McLaurin on a streak. We're going to try to find Kramer on this wheel. If not, we'll just try to hit Allen across the middle. Oh, my God. Dude, I'm so ass. Like, what do I do? I can't go for it, but I don't want to punt it. I'm going for it. Fuck you. All right. Terry McLaurin is pressed on the outside. Let's put Travis Kelce on a corner. Kramer, I need you to block for me, apparently, because nobody's blocking. McLaurin, please just make my life easy and burn your man. Jayden Daniels, are you fucking kidding me? 97 overall quarterback, by the way. 97 overall, poor accuracy with no pressure. And the Texans score. I'm playing another drive, dude. I don't even care. Like, this is so dumb. Can I just complete one pass, maybe? That'd be great. Oh, you actually made the throw this time. Holy shit. See what happens when you make a throw? See what happens when you make a throw, Jayden Daniels. Thank you. Time to chill out and lock in and run the ball. Kramer, just pick up some yards because Jayden Daniels clearly isn't capable of doing so. Thank you. 6 yards, we will take that. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to pick 5 wide. All right, I'm going to put Travis Kelce on a streak. I think he could get open here. If not, I'll look for McLaurin. Travis Kelce isn't open, but I see McLaurin. That's a dot. Let's go. I got to bring in the face cam real quick. Shout out Terry McLaurin. Ugh. Sorry the face cam's not here right now. It's just so dark you can barely even see me. I wonder if now that the gameplay's here, you can see me pretty good. All right, we back, baby. We got to stop on defense. Let's go. Can we score on offense? We can. We tie up at 10, and the Texans get a touchdown to take a touchdown lead. And we can't score again, and the Texans get down the field, and we actually stop them. It's halftime, and we get the ball back, and we don't do shit, and we get a stop on defense. Can we finally score again? Thank you. We tie up at 17. Texans get a field goal to go ahead by 3. We get on the board with a touchdown, take a 4-point lead. If we can use some clock here, we could do a lot of damage. We can't. Fuck it. I'm hopping in and winning this game. I don't care. All right, Kramer. Come on. Right up the middle. Just run right at him. Go. Ooh. Ooh. Fuck, I'm so stupid. Oh, he is kind of black. I'm just stupid. Wait. He's white again. I don't even know. Who do you want to hit here? I'll put McLaurin on a streak. Let's put Allen on a zig. Let's also put McCaffrey on a streak. Let's just read this defense. I think Allen's going to be open. Oh, he's not. Oh, McLaurin's wide open. Just fall down. Yes! Fucking go. We need to try to use some more clock here. Let me run the ball. She got me hyped up. I can't believe I almost missed that read. All right. Come on, Kramer. Get to the outside. Get the fuck off me. All right. We're going to take this to the 1. All right. I kind of want to use more clock, but I also want to guarantee I'm going to get a touchdown. We'll run it this play. Try to pick up some yards to make this first down easier. And I just can't read blocks. Like, I just don't know what I'm doing. We did get some decent yardage, but I got kind of lucky. We need this first down, like, badly. And you know what? I have the perfect play. Motherfucking read option. Is that Danielle Hunter or is that Will Anderson? I think that's Will Anderson. I can't even. I think it's Danielle Hunter. If he bites on this, this is Freelo. Oh, yeah. I'm out of there. I'm gone. I'm out of there. I'm gone. Skirt! Let's go! Should have used more clock, but holy shit, can we get a stop on defense? We are the champions, my friend. We'll keep on fighting till the end. Holy shit, that was stressful. It literally took me building an absolute God squad to get the Super Bowl done, but we did get it done. It'll take Jayden Daniels 5 years to become a Super Bowl champion. He actually had a pretty good game, too. That touchdown at the end with him was sick. If you made it this far into the video, you clearly enjoyed, so leave a like and subscribe. We got more, draft-based rebuilds coming, so stay tuned for that. Again, like and subscribe. I love each and every one of you. If we're at 500, thank you so much. On the road to 1,000 officially. Thank you for watching. That's all for this one. Deuces.